Hello, everyone.
Hey everybody, happy Saturday night. It's 8 p.m. and you know what that means. It's time for a live stream.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, how
How's it
y'all
going?
doing? Welcome to our first live stream that has Amy in beautiful crisp HD.
Yeah, I hope you guys can hear me okay. You'll have to forgive me. I might accidentally hit the mic stand a couple times because it's on my left-hand side and I'm left-handed, so I might boop it a few times. So please forgive me. Jazz, how dare you? I saw that.
I saw earlier in the chat somebody asked if we would be answering questions and reading comments from the chat. We will be, or I will be anyway. Amy's going to do some art. So some housekeeping before we start. The first one is that we might not be doing art all evening, depending on how Amy's back can handle.
Oh yeah, I've had a really bad back for the past week. Well, past week, but I've got some heat pads and shit on my back, so I should be okay, but we'll see.
Yeah. But we're going to be here for 2 hours. It just might not be art for the whole 2 hours. The second thing to say is that super chats are on, and if you want to make sure that your message gets seen, then you can do that. You can send us a super chat or a sticker. That would be cool. Third thing is that we're currently running a competition on our Instagram, which you can join in. There's no background music though, if y'all meant to have that on, says Alex.
Pardon?
Alex says there's no background music currently.
Oh, I have got it on. I just put it down really low so you guys can hear us. I'll turn it up a bit.
Yeah. If you wanna win a signed poster and a pack of Chibi High Hopes Are Roll stickers, then you can by entering on our Instagram. All you have to do is find the competition post, which is like maybe the third post back, I think now, and leave a comment tagging a friend and make sure that you're following us, and then we'll send you some cool stuff in the mail if you win. All of the details for that are on the thing on the post.
Yes, Chaos, I have got my own mic now, so you should be able to hear me nice and clearly. For some reason that's in our head.
What even is it? It is
YMCA.
It is a YMCA. Okay,
yeah.
Cool. So
let's go.
shall you do some
revealing
drawing?
Yes.
I can't actually see the stream today because the screen that usually has the stream on it has
Whoa.
hello
Thank
Ignis.
you.
Thank you very much for your very generous donation. It's the second time in as many streams that you have sent us a thing in your strange Norwegian money.
We appreciate it nonetheless.
in your knockbucks. That's actually quite on topic, because the screen that I usually watch the stream on whilst we're streaming is currently being used as a TV screen, because that's what it is, because Oliver, our sound engineer / composer, is playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla in the room in the background, which is about Vikinger from Norway in England. So hey everybody, knockbucks. I don't know what Krone?
I don't know.
I did look it up once. I have a memory like a sieve. Not everything stays in there.
Yeah, I'm drawing a angry bad person today because that's what I feel like doing.
Well, it's because you met a bad guy in a video game that was a woman, and you were like, no.
Yeah, well,
this is not.
Well,
this isn't good enough.
She was like a really unlikable character. Well, obviously she's a bad guy, but like in true Ubisoft Assassin's Creed fashion, bad women are like just
They're either very dainty or they're very ugly. There's kind of in between.
Yeah.
I mean, which I guess is kind of on point because there's no like attractive. I was gonna say there's no attractive Templars, but Hatham Kenway's not a bad looking man for a video game character.
Again, he's a man, so that's why he's attractive.
Yeah, but like
that's why Ubisoft made him attractive.
So, I hope you're all doing well. I have a blanket. Amy has a hot water bottle. Admittedly, that's more for her back. It's the chilly season.
It's the chilly time.
It's the chilly times.
I have no reference, so I'm kind of going from the depths of my brain. So you'll have to forgive me if it's a bit janky for a little while.
What about Bonnie from Black Flag?
About who from Black Flag?
Bonnie.
I
mean, well, okay, so Newt Spanish potato, says Ender. Newt to you too, my good dudes. Are all the wizard series, or is it just Jazz and Alex? It looks like it's just Jazz and Alex. That's fine. Not all of them need to be here, especially if this is going to be a regular thing. Cool, Amy. I just looked at the arms. Look at those arms.
Yeah, she's buff, man. She has to be.
Yeah.
Because I'm drawing her.
Two-handed axe?
Yeah.
Two-handed axe.
And she's a big angry lady. No, I was just kind of disappointed in the bad person that I met. I think you've met her.
Classless Bard says, I wish it was chilly. It's 78 degrees Fahrenheit in America.
Do not envy.
I do not know what that means.
I don't really know what it means, but I know it's hot.
Well, 32 is 0, right? So it would be like 40 something degrees, but I don't know if Fahrenheit scales at the same rate that Celsius does.
Oh my god. We need help.
Man. It means warm. TM. Oh, Beth is here. Hey, Beth. How you doing?
Oh, hey.
I lost my phone and my laptop decided to update.
Oh, that's always the worst.
That is the way. So we were recording... we did a bunch of recording of stuff for videos and things recently, today and yesterday.
It was real good fun.
Yesterday we recorded a bunch of Killer FMs, and then today we recorded some more Among Us for our channel, which will be coming out in the next couple of weeks, depending on how long they take me to edit, because they're really big. They're chonkers, absolute units, those videos. And like kind of as per usual, the technical things only stop working when we sit down to record stuff.
Yeah,
like for some reason, just for the period that we were recording, Safari decided that it was going to take up 22 gigabytes of storage on my iPad, which is a third of the iPad storage.
God,
it's fucking huge. And then pretty much as soon as we were finished recording, I was trying to fix it because that's an issue, and it just stopped. It just went back down to 35 megabytes.
That's so annoying.
That's so annoying. But we managed it. We did it. Amy is always sus.
Yeah, you did.
It's my life philosophy to go into every situation that it's either Matt or Amy.
You guys did like boot me into space twice when I wasn't the imposter.
The thing is, though, the odds are pretty on our side.
And the one time that I was the imposter, nobody actually believed that I was the imposter. Well, Ollie didn't believe I was the imposter. And then I won the game. I
did watch a episode of Among Us played by the Yogscast earlier today, in which Lewis so strongly believed that Ben wasn't the imposter that he was like, he's under house arrest. I'm going to follow him around and make sure he does his tasks for, almost 15 minutes. because every time they kept coming back to the meeting, they like eject somebody else, or like Ben would be like, "It's not me, it's not me." Is Amy sus or is Matt?
Both.
The
imposter rounds that we did today were really good.
Yeah, they were really. I was the imposter once, I think.
Yeah, you and Matt were. We're just telling everyone what happened.
Okay, well, let's not do that. You can watch that coming out on our channel
when it's done
in the next, starting in the next 2 weeks, because we've got some other really cool stuff coming out. Jazz has made a really cool video, and there's some other stuff coming that I have forgotten.
I haven't seen Jazz's video yet. I'm excited to watch it.
It's gonna be. You know what I almost went? It's gonna be me. It's gonna be fun. Some real elite gaming moments for sure. Yeah, we're really good at video games, y'all. There's lots of people who play Among Us who are like, you know, there's tactics and stuff, and like there's, you know, things about the game that you can do. Our general sort of, well, my general sort of gameplay is to run around doing my tasks, hoping I'm not going to die, waiting for Matt or Amy to kill me.
I'm not that good at video games, to be honest. I play a lot of them, but I'm not good at them. I don't ever learn how to actually do things properly.
Yeah, we were having a brief conversation earlier about Assassin's Creed Valhalla and something in the game that's kind of hard, and how in this household there's like 3 tiers of stuff. Like Amy is playing it on easy.
Yeah,
it killed her, she left.
Look, I play on easy because I cannot stand being in combat for more than 5 minutes. It annoys me so much. I just want to run around and look at things. I don't want to be in combat. And like everything's on easy. Like, do
you find a lot in this game that you'll be like riding along a path and then suddenly a bunch of Saxons will jump out of a bush at you and be like it's fucking him, and then they like slingshot you and stuff.
Or there's like a billion wolves chasing you.
The wolves they are a problem.
And you know what really annoys me is when you're riding the horse slows down.
Depending on what terrain you're on, yeah.
Well, no, if you're being chased by something.
Oh, really?
The horse will just slow down.
You know you have the sprint button, right?
No. Yeah. My horse slows down when it's full of stamina and I'm being chased by something. It doesn't matter what terrain I'm on, the horse will slow down.
Okay, well then that's another glitch, because mine doesn't do that.
Mine does, and it's really annoying.
Liam's leaving us to watch Critical Role,
well,
which feels like betrayal.
Ugh, Liam. You can just watch them another time.
How is it that Amy is the imposter 90% of the time? It's because the fates weaved it so that Amy's imposter behaviour would be displayed for you all.
Because I enjoy doing it. Among Us knows.
Zucchinis are a type of squash and not a really gross cucumber.
I despise zucchinis.
I think you mean courgette.
Yeah, that.
Which is the English word for it. In the same way that we don't call sweet, we call it swede, not rutabaga. Yeah, no,
that was a mistake. Sorry, lads.
What did you do?
I accidentally filled the whole page red.
Oh.
Because I selected the wrong tool. Whoopsie daisy.
Remind me what courgette means. Courgette is what the English word for zucchini is. Pickles are better than cucumbers. I mean, pickles are just cucumbers that have been pickled, right?
Yeah, essentially.
I have been thinking about doing that actually with those cucumbers that you gave me, because I don't really know what else to eat.
Yeah, I just like ran into the living room the other day because I'm trying out HelloFresh at the moment because I don't know how to cook, and HelloFresh teaches you how to cook. So I don't have to Google
okay,
things.
but we'll come back to this conversation in a minute, but I don't think it does, as you were saying.
But yeah, and I don't like cucumber. I don't care what part of the recipe it takes up. I'm not having cucumber. It makes me gag. So I just ran into the living room the other day and I was like waving a cucumber in Jenny's face, screaming, "Do you want this?" And they now have a cucumber.
Yeah, I've been thinking about pickling it. But I don't think that HelloFresh does actually teach you how to cook, because like having looked at some of the recipes, for example, the things that I would need to learn, or the things that I think that you would need to learn how to make in order to make this recipe again without the HelloFresh box are things like red wine jus. Would you know how to do that?
No.
Exactly. It comes in a packet in the box. But you'd need to know how to make that from scratch if you don't have the packet from the box.
It's just, wait, what is that? It's just the stock cube, right? It's stock. Red wine stock.
It is and it isn't. It's like a red wine reduction.
Right.
And then other stuff like that. So I don't know if it is like a good substitution for like cooking classes. But having been gifted one of your HelloFresh meals, it's tasty.
It's like it's an actual good meal service.
This is not sponsored, by the way.
No.
Other meal kits are available. I don't know what they are. Blue Apron, I guess.
I do not know either. What should I do for her arms? I don't want to cover her arms up too much. I'm going to put a bit of chainmail there.
Sounds like middle class people eating. It is, Beth. It's like living outside of your class structure. Your class.
Why are you
tier?
saying I don't belong with HelloFresh? You're saying I'm too.
No.
I'm too lower class for middle fresh.
I'm too hello class for lower fresh.
You can tell I can't hold a conversation while trying to also think about how things look.
We eat a lot of pasta in this household because it's cheap.
I don't eat a lot of pasta, to be honest.
What do you eat, actually?
Honestly, Jenny, I don't know.
You eat a lot of wraps. A lot of tortillas with very distinctly not Mexican things in them.
God, I'm just such a bad cook, guys. The problem is I'm really lazy when it comes to making food.
I mean, fair enough. Cooking for one person is a pain in the ass. There was this one time when we were still living with my parents. My parents were on holiday. Ollie was somewhere else for like a week. He might not have even been there. It might have just been me. This might have been before I met you. I'm sorry, I'm looking at you as if you're in this conversation. You got headphones on. And I, oh no, this was ages ago. When I was working in the jewelers. I brought a packet of chips and then a packet of you know how you go to fish and chips and you get a piece of battered fish and then some chips, right? And then whatever, mushy peas, whatever. I got packet chips and then a packet of battered fish. There's 5 in there, and I swear to God, I would get home from work, I would eat those 2 things, and then I would lie face down in the dark until it was time to get up and do it again.
Man, I'm just
Jenny, I thought you were going to say you eat a lot of rats, says Alex. Well, that's a Rooklyn thing.
Man, when I was living on my own, I used to just get takeout all the time, because I'd be at work all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I was always working, and when you've been on your feet for 8+ hours, you don't want to cook anything. You don't want to cook. You just want to get home and eat, and so that's just what I would do all the time. And sometimes on my days off, I would make food, but I make food that lasts a couple days, or eat the same. I can eat the same thing every single day for 3 years straight. I did that at uni.
Do you ever get home and then stand in the kitchen and just eat a piece of bread and be like, yeah, that's good enough?
Yep. All the time.
And sometimes if you were feeling particularly bougie, you put some butter on it.
Yeah. Yeah. Jazz can attest for our first year at uni. I literally had the same thing for, all years at uni actually. I just had the same thing every day for dinner, and that was back when I was actually quite healthy. I used to eat a lot of vegetables. I don't eat vegetables now. I used to eat.
What is that on the screen? Can you see that? It's a little pop-up window. Maybe it's just my view, but there's a.
Oh, it's on my Photoshop.
Oh,
don't worry,
okay.
Ignore that.
I was Amy, is there pop-up advertising?
No, it's just Photoshop.
Okay.
It's like a little tutorial window.
Classes Bar just asked, ever had a mac and cheese phase? Which the answer would be yes, except that you can't get mac and cheese out of we're going to have this conversation again. We have this conversation every month, but you can't get mac and cheese out of a box like you
If
can
you're going to
in the
make
United
mac and
States.
cheese, you've got to make it from scratch.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. From the box is criminal.
Yeah, but also you have to make it from scratch because we don't
We don't
get it
have
out.
it here.
We don't get it pre-made in the UK
No.
like that.
Also,
like,
pre-made is gross. I'm sorry, lads, but it's a crime. I had it for the first time when we were in America, and I was literally like, ew, I'd just rather not.
did you make cauliflower pizza? Says Katie.
Yeah. Cauliflower pizza.
I do remember eating a really massive slice of cauliflower pizza once.
It's really good.
Like I just remember like you dividing the labour between me and Jazz and you, and I don't remember what I did, but I seem to remember chopping something for like maybe 40,000 years whilst you blended all of that cabbage.
I think you were dicing a bunch of. It was either tomatoes because I was like making tomato puree from scratch, and then you have to grate an entire cauliflower so it's like really fine.
Yeah.
I was really lazy and I bought pre-ground almonds because you put those in there. Is it almonds or almonds?
Almonds, but that's
Almonds.
not like a lazy thing. Ground almonds is that's a fairly baking staple because you need like a high powered blender to get them into a dust like that.
But yeah, and then I think I got you to chop all the veg because I couldn't be bothered to do it. Yeah, cauliflower pizza, man, that's good.
British Tea Lover says, I don't think I've ever actually had mac and cheese, which is a shame because it's a pretty good meal, isn't it? It's pretty good, mac and cheese.
Yeah, I mean, I do always feel really gross after I've eaten
100%, because good mac and cheese has got like more dairy in it than you should eat for like 3 months.
Yes.
Bit of Coleman's mustard powder in there too.
Box mac and cheese tastes like feet. I agree, Beth. It does. I'm sorry, guys, if you like boxed mac and cheese, but it does taste like feet.
I'm going to say something really controversial, and then we're going to move on. In the theme of American food, not, like prepackaged American food being bad. Hershey's chocolate is not chocolate.
No, I agree with you.
It's bad. And now we're going to move on.
Yeah, we're just slagging off American food. Sorry.
Should we not talk about food anymore? Because I was just about to launch into how fucking good the burgers at uni were.
Oh my god, they were so good. They were so good. I used to get so sad when the chicken burgers used to run out. Oh man, that used to make me so sad.
So good. And it wasn't even the burger, it was kind of like the bun and just like having an actual somebody make you with like all of the layers and stuff on it.
Banging burger
day, yeah. When you're sort of like lingering near the canteens to see what's gonna come up. Mac and cheese day was also pretty good.
Yeah, that was actually
because
really
they put
good.
like chili on top of it. Get jalapenos with your mac and
Oh,
cheese.
burrito day was also amazing.
Oh, burrito day.
That was my
did that a few
favourite.
times though because, well, they just ran out really quickly. Whew. British Tea Lover has an issue with pecorino cheese, that it smells like feet.
With what cheese?
Pecorino.
Never tried it.
It's like hard Parmesan.
Wait, is it really strong?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have
be.
had that. No,
Mhm.
I do actually really like that cheese. I've had it at Christmas. Delicious.
What about the hash browns, says Katie.
The hash browns.
I don't know if I ever had any hash browns at uni.
Yeah, they're alright.
I seem to remember that like there was like two kinds you can get. There's the ones that were hash browns, and there's the hash browns that have been in the fryer for like 6 years.
Yeah.
They were like really, really brown.
I just remember I used to eat like a full meal at uni, and then I would eat like a full meal when I got home, because me and Jazz used to just walk everywhere, and we used to literally be like crying from starvation whenever we got home. We couldn't wait. We'd have dinner at like 5 every day.
Man, shall we not talk about food anymore?
Yeah, let's move on from food.
Susie Y says, I'm so happy Ryce shows up more often in the Tumblr Ask. I love them so much. That's because Larten is around more.
Yeah.
He's been easier to get hold of. So they have been doing more of the question answering things. I miss them.
No.
I miss everybody.
Haven't seen them in a long time.
Do you have any trips? Do you have any tips on drawing armor? Says Amateur Audio.
Oh, I don't know. I guess for me, because of my characters, a lot of them wear plate armor. All of them wear plate armor. So I've kind of just it's the same answer. It's practice, and then you kind of learn the basic shapes of armor.
Yeah.
Once you've gotten the basic shapes down in your head, you kind of just remember how to do it. It's the same as any drawing technique, really. Once you know, you got
to find the rhythm.
Yeah, I guess you kind of just like muscle memory. I'm helping. So with this new, with the new chapter that's going to come out eventually, I'm helping with the inking. I'm doing a lot of the artwork this time round. I say artwork. I'm doing a lot of the finalizing. I don't know if that's the right word, but like, because I'm doing a lot of the ink work, I'm drawing a lot more people. So therefore I'm starting to finally like understand composition a little bit better.
That's
like
cool.
Not massively.
Yeah, but like that's kind of like how, so obviously you shouldn't copying other people is really good practice, right? Like obviously you should never copy someone and then claim it as your own work.
No,
but
it's always good to use reference.
And this is true of I think of any craft, the copying other people, right? How do you learn anything? Is that somebody shows you how to do it. Whoa, classes bard with a big old $10. Larten, you mean the god of soap cult? All hail the clean lord. All hail the clean lord. The best thing about that really is the irony, is that I've never met a filthier person in my life, frankly. Larten is like your sort of a classic, like, grimy artist, right? Do you know what I mean by that?
Are you talking about Larten or are you talking about Ryce?
A little bit of both. Ryce is the extreme end of that, but Larten's like, when I think of Larten, I think of like Brighton Fringe, like in the dark, you know, like a wig that should have been gone in the bin like maybe 6 years ago, right? Just man, what a dude. All hail the glorious clean lord. May your hands be washed forever. Actually, very pertinent. Wash your hands.
Yeah, wash your hands.
Wash your damn hands.
Especially in these trying times.
So, a really long time ago, this is a tangent, I'm sorry. I
mean,
say a really long time ago, this summer, okay, maybe, well, I don't think it was this summer, it must have been last summer, because, you know, current climate. There was some racist on the tube, okay, and the dudes that he was being racist to sat and put up with it for the whole journey, and then as they were getting off the tube, one of them punched him, and it like literally sent this dude flat on his back, just
clean
gormless, like just staring, you know, just gone, right? And that video went like viral so quickly, right? And there's this woman whose name I forget, who is a racial advocates worker, and she posted a video saying, y'all chat shit get banged.
Yeah.
Chat shit get banged. I'm gonna and y'all might be accusing me of inciting violence, but I can't even incite people to wash their own legs, right? And like ever since that video, I have made, every time I wash my legs, I think chat shit get banged. Like in the shower, that is. I don't just like, yeah, you know, like soap your legs, you know.
Yeah, obviously, I do that.
Yeah. But like every time I do it now, I think chat shit get banged.
Weird. I just scrub my legs because I shave them and I don't want ingrown hairs.
which team member does remember that video, wasn't very satisfying.
No, violence isn't the answer, but I think in that scenario,
chat shit, get banged.
Yeah, they put up with it.
Yeah, you should. That's self-defense.
Yeah, sorry, they were getting assaulted.
Yeah. Jack and I just got here, which is a weird time to come in. Welcome to the party.
Chat shit, get banged.
Let's see. Well, there were some questions. Have you got any tips on how to start a D&D game? I have 3, maybe 4, if I can convince my other friend to join. 2 of them have got extreme capitals social anxiety, and I don't really know anyone else in the group. Says Alfie. Oh, Alfie, your name's got not an umlaut, an accent over the E. Nilane. I'm so sorry, Alfie. Doom Biscuit also just arrived.
Doom Biscuit, great name.
Who are we banging in grown hairs?
Oh,
what? Yes, Alfie. Okay, so Amy.
Hello.
As an anxious person.
Extremely anxious person.
How do you find D&D and your anxiety? Do those two things sort of collaborate at all?
A little bit. It's mostly because, like,
you're so invested.
Yeah,
I mostly.
I don't really know how to explain it, but I get, like, the adrenaline hits me really easily, and then I start shaking, and then accidentally start getting anxious, and then I kind of get sucked into it, as in the fact that, like, I forget that it's just a game, so I get a bit carried away. But I think the important thing you need to remember is, obviously, like, don't put too much pressure on them, and if they make mistakes, don't make them feel bad about it.
Yes, primarily Dungeons and Dragons is hanging out, right?
Yeah.
I would say
way.
that with everything, so we don't play D&D very much anymore because it's hard to get everybody together. You know, that classic thing of schedules conflicting and blah blah blah, and also the long distance. We've never been very good at playing D&D online as opposed to in person, and we have. Nope. Sorry. Hang on a minute. Let me just reset. I just need to like Control-Alt-Delete for a second to get back to what my point. Whenever we go into D&D, I get the same feeling that I did the very first time we sat down to play, where I felt really jittery, like really shaky, thought I was going to throw up. And then, like, maybe 2 sentences in, I'm fine.
Yeah, I think you just got to do it.
You just have to do it. I think, like all things, if you have that, right, like nervousness, obviously anxiety is much bigger than that, and it's a chemical deficiency, you know, like it's a brain problem.
I find that, like, a lot of your worries, obviously this is anxiety in a nutshell, a lot of the things you're worried about, you've convinced yourself are the things that are going to be a problem.
Yeah.
They're not actually a problem, and it's far less than what you think it's going to be.
It's really interesting to me working in this group of wizards, because we all are anxious about different things, and that can sort of spill over into production stuff, right? So for me, it's really interesting to see, like, how you will feel about yourselves reflected back on the work I'm doing. So, like, let's take a script, for example. You might be like, oh, well, we don't need to do XYZ because this episode is just this, right? Because you've convinced yourself, because of your anxiety and your social stuff, that you are not as valuable, that your characters and your stuff is not the stuff that your character has to say is not as valuable as everybody else's, so you can't see the worth of the episode as a whole.
Yeah, you feel like I don't know if I'm along the same lines as well of this, but, like, I feel like I make more mistakes than I actually have.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, we're like, I think we're doing a pretty good job hiding it, but I worry about everything all the time. Everything that we put out, makes me panic.
Like
But you just got to do it.
Yeah. It's so weird to explain, isn't it? Like, we all worry about different things for different reasons.
My greatest piece of advice is that this too shall pass. This too shall pass. You may be having a really hard time right now. It may suck right now, but this will pass.
Yeah, that's what, when I get really bad, I just have to, I often stop and I think, where am I going to be in 10 years' time? Like, in 10 years, like,
it's really interesting to
this is going to be nothing in 10 years and I would have sorted myself out by then.
It's really interesting to me that you think that you put yourself that far ahead, because
I have to. Otherwise I can't think past the thing that's worrying me. I
can sort of, I guess it depends how soon in your life you get a handle on how true that is, right? Like, because for me that's one of like life's core truths. It's like part of who I am, that this too shall pass, and that's true for everything. That I can sort of pull myself out of it, like by projecting even just an hour ahead of myself. Like, this too shall pass, the next hour will be better, and that's usually enough, like, to like kickstart the engine, get yourself going. If
I like can't get out of that, I kind of like, I do this thing to Jenny all the time. I feel really bad because Jenny is not my counsellor and she is definitely not someone who's meant to be looking after me. She's a friend, but I will just like be like, hey Jenny, so this is like on my brain and I can't stop thinking about it, and then you will stop. My big problem is I don't like getting in trouble. I don't and
yeah,
I don't like being in trouble, and problem is my brain tells me that once I'm in trouble I'm not getting out of it and there's no fixing it, and then Jenny will sort of stop and be like, but you're not in trouble. You've gone 10 steps ahead of where you actually are right now. There's still a solution to this problem. We haven't hit the end yet. And like, you sort of like bring me back and ground me, and because I've already like spiraled into this terrible place. But like, that's only happened a few times.
Yeah. But you know, I'm your friend. Like, sure, I'm not your counselor because I don't have any qualifications or anything, but I am your friend. And to quote Lydia from Skyrim, I am sworn to carry your burdens.
I often worry though, because I
in exchange for, like, you know, the free cucumbers that you don't want,
the HelloFresh meals that I don't eat.
Yeah, and the onions that you're not eating.
Like, anxiety is a really weird thing.
It's a bitch.
It is a bitch, and it is hard work.
It is
very hard work. Since I've like moved out and I'm living, like I'm living independently. Like, I don't have a backup home now. This is my home, right? And I think since that, my anxiety has been worse. But that's because it's a recent change, and I'm still adjusting. But I know I'll be fine in a few years, or a few months even. It's weird. You will be okay. That's the consensus.
Yeah.
You will be okay.
Yeah.
You have to stop and tell yourself that
everything
sometimes.
will work out. In some way.
You will figure it out, even if it just takes a little while.
Yeah, and everything's different for everybody. Don't push yourself. But, you know, you gotta try new stuff. Breaking news, Oliver Moore has just completed, he's just made his Jomsvikinger, and she looks slightly less gormless than mine. Mine
just is the generic.
Yeah, no, I know yours was the first one on the screen because you didn't know what you were doing.
Yep.
Mine sort of only appears behind me in raids after I've done everything, and her facial expression doesn't change. So she's like it's like I've got an android that I've just made, like, and I'm trying to teach it how to raid.
There she is. I can't remember her name.
Oh, hey, she's hot as fuck. Look at that.
Wow.
I can't remember her name, but she's something the musician.
Oh, appropriate.
Yeah, no, I know, right?
Man, you got real lucky. Let's see. There were some more questions that flew past in the chat. That Aaron Mars says, question, how do you studio thing? How do you guys get a studio up and running? And I think that's what I'm trying to ask. Okay, well, Aaron, the big secret is that there is no studio.
Nope. We all work from home.
We all work from home. So when we talk about like our co-working space, okay, me and Amy are sat across from each other on our dining table. Amy's Wacom tablet is propped up by a piece of walnut and a piece of lime wood that I have left over from my university days, and then 2 books that I was given for Christmas that I will never read. Amy's using the chair next to her as a cable tidy in a way that stresses me out. I'm not gonna lie, does not look very good for those cables.
It's just so I know where they are.
Oh yeah, no, I get it, and I, if I'm not looking at them, it's not affecting me. Ollie is sat behind us because this is also our living room,
and Ollie has a right to play video games on a Saturday evening.
So how would we set up a studio? We're gonna have a meeting about that maybe in next week, I think.
We're a little way away from having a.
We're
studio,
probably 4 years away, unless somebody.
I'm ready for it now.
Unless somebody's like Jeff Bezos' cousin and can like drop us a shit ton of cash.
Ugh, please.
Or unless you can be a very generous person and send us a $1 super chat right now.
I just the thing is though, like the Shrieking Wizards, like not only are they my partners in this company, they are like my closest friends and they are family. I just want to be in the same room as them all the time.
It's like doing some of the work that we've been doing recently. It would have been so much more easy if we had all been in the same room. But like current climate, I don't think we would have been able to be anyway in the same room. So, we're really fortunate that we can work online and from home like we do. Oh, Matt and Beth do have a spare room now that they're sort of turning into their whatchamacallit?
I found this the other day because obviously Matt and Beth are back in work full time. So unfortunately we don't hear from them as much as we would if they were at home working. Obviously we still hear from them because they are partners in this company. But they're busy, and when they come home they want to chill out, and they have every right to do that. I fucking miss the shit out of them. Like, I miss them so much. I just miss all of them so much, and we haven't seen Alex in so long, and I miss him so much. I miss all of you.
Alex says shriek means family, but he put shriek in the stars, so like means family.
Just I miss them.
Ethan says, hey, if you play video games, what do you play?
Anything RPG.
Amy really likes an open world.
Oh,
anything.
Give me an open world, I love it.
So Amy's big games are Red Dead 2. You're into Assassin's Creed Valhalla, but not really the other ones. You like Valhalla because it's the Vikings.
Not necessarily because it's the Vikings, but because it's ancient Britain.
Oh, you're into ancient Britain? Okay,
yeah,
that's interesting.
It's really cool seeing ancient Britain.
I don't think it counts as ancient. I think it's just medieval.
Medieval Britain.
Yeah.
Although, like, obviously, it's not exactly accurate because we don't have any exact records of what everything looked like.
Oh no, it's pretty accurate.
Oh really?
Like the map isn't obviously because it's much bigger than that. But like, I was thinking the other day. I don't know how much we don't actually do much history from this time period in school, so I don't really know how I know this, but like I don't know, it's like if you come out of I was coming out of a burnt church because there was lots of church burning in this time period when Mercia, Wessex and Sussex were all fighting each other, and I just remember somebody said near a graveyard, and Ivor said, death. There is a lot of that in Christian Britain. And I was like, yeah, there fucking is at this time period.
Sorry guys, I'm just about to take a drink from my bottle, so
oh yeah, weird
prepare
noise
for mouth
incoming.
noises. I'll lean away from the mic, but you still might hear it.
Yeah, weird. Oh, Alex did just remind me that I was, until quite recently, obsessed with Hades. I'm still obsessed with Hades, but I'm just not playing it at the moment because I'm working or I'm playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Hades is really good. I really recommend it.
It's a beautiful game.
It's beautiful. It is beautiful. Here's like a hell comparison, right? Like you go to Asphodel you go to Elysium, Asphodel, and then into Atlantis in Assassin's Creed Odyssey in the DLC, and Asphodel is just so ugly to look at. It's depressing to be in, and like I know that it's hell, but Asphodel and Hades is like bright red and there's like purples everywhere. It's such a beautiful game. I'm actually considering learning how to quilt so I can make Hypnos's blanket cloak jacket thing. It just looks so comfy.
I haven't played Hades, so I don't know.
Why are people talking about Cyberpunk 77? I don't know what that is. Don't roast me. Cyberpunk 77 is a video game made and produced by CD Projekt Red, based on a tabletop RPG called Cyberpunk. I think it's 77. I think it's of the same name. That is along the same lines as The Witcher in terms of its like expansive open world and its decision making mechanics, and it's just extreme. I don't know, if you've ever played a CD Projekt Red game, you kind of know what I'm talking about. It's not coming out for a little while now.
It was a massive game.
Because it's been delayed again. A lot of controversy about crunch in studios. But it's looking to be a good game. Have you ever played Detroit Becoming Human? Says I Draw Stuff.
I have. I just don't
I think
like
weirdly, I don't think either of us have played it, but we have watched quite a lot of people play it.
I've played.
So I know the story and everything that happens in it.
I played up until Alice and what's her name?
Kara? No, that's
Kara.
No, that's Supergirl's name. Is it Kara?
I can't remember her name. The woman who takes Alice away from the dad.
Yeah.
I got up to the bit where you've got to house them for the night. I just don't like it. I don't like.
It's quick time events.
It's that, and I just don't like this. I don't like futuristic games.
Do you not?
No.
Interesting.
Not for me. I love. I like medieval mythology or history-based games, sort of that sort of thing. Really.
Alex said I was talking about the memes that I sent him of Detroit. I would say that the establishing of mine and Alex's friendship was that Amy was like, hello, this is this person, this is Alex, he's going to play D&D with us. And I was like, hello Alex, it's very nice to meet you, how you got a character sheet, blah blah blah, that kind of thing. And then we went away, and then we came back again the next day and we were like talking at lunch or whatever, and just like, have you seen Detroit Becoming Human, are you watching this? And it was established that me and Alex had this thing in common. And then I spent like maybe the next 3 weeks just spamming his Instagram feed, his Instagram inbox with just garbage Detroit memes. Man, I don't even remember what some of them were, but it was a good time. Man.
Yeah, I got it because it was like on offer with my PS4.
Yeah.
PS4.
Like how you got
Death Stranding.
I was going to say Delivery Simulator 2020. Yeah, Death Stranding, which surprised me that you would purchase this game.
I only got it because it was on offer with the game,
and
with
then
the console.
And then that made sense, yeah.
No, not for me. No thanks.
Dracone asks, what are some character concepts that you really like but haven't got to make use of yet? Do you have any characters that you haven't?
I did when I first started playing D&D.
Mm-hmm.
I was that person who made like 5,000 different characters. Not anymore. I'm happy with the 2 that I've got. 3, 2.5. Yeah, I've just got the main 3. Mostly, I find the mechanic that I enjoy the most, and then I stick with it. So I'm not really into building 100 different characters anymore. So
I can't tell you mine because I haven't got to use them yet because they're not there in the story.
yeah, but you can.
No, I can't.
All right. I'm done trying to convince you.
Yeah. It is Kara, somebody says. I was right. Kara Tav is also Supergirl's name.
I'm gonna get rid of that. We don't need that.
This character you're drawing, I can't see it very well because I've only got like the thumbnail sized version of the stream. Looks like, oh dang, we only watched it last night, from The Mandalorian, except in not space clothes.
Oh, I can't remember her name either. Ollie, do you know her name? The character from The Mandalorian, the really big buff lady who we love.
The shock trooper, what's her name?
I don't know.
Okay, never mind.
We're good at this. We don't
The
know.
Marshal, yeah. Ba-na-bum, ba-na-bum, bum. Ba-na-bum, ba-na-da. There is this point on Fridays, I think it happened yesterday as well, where we're all in the room and somehow we all look at each other and go, ooh, 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 ooh.
We're such a bunch of nerds. I'm
Yeah.
so glad I live with you guys.
How did we all meet? We met at uni, and then we started playing D&D, and that's how we became like really, really good friends.
I knew Jazz before uni.
Yeah, Amy and Jazz have known each other since like,
College?
I was gonna say since you were born.
Feels
quite.
like it. But no, since college.
Banging soundtrack.
Wait,
Bum, 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 bum,
how long have we been out of uni for? 3 years?
Yeah, I guess. 7 years, Jazz says,
It's a bit this longer than that, Jazz.
that you've known each other.
It's longer than that. It's 8 years this year. Because we met in September.
Dang.
Yeah, 8 years. That's almost a decade.
The Cupboard Club. Yeah, our old studio used to have used to be 2 rooms. One was the main classroom, and then there was this like cupboard room that sat 6 people, I think. So a lot of us were in the cupboard with the washing machine that just fucking leaked every day.
Well, the roof leaked also.
Oh, the roof leaked too. Yeah, but the washing machine was kind of more of a problem because it put out like 50 to 100 litres of water onto the floor
there was
every
like
day.
a point where some of us had walked in and we used the tumble dryer that was in the room to dry our clothes.
Yeah.
I miss uni and I don't.
Yeah.
Like, I miss the hanging out every day.
Yeah, I miss the proximity. I miss the learning, and I miss the facilities.
Yeah.
I don't really miss
Don't miss
the culture.
no,
and the people.
all the work. Like the deadlines and the
Yeah.
what was it you had to do? WordPress?
Ugh, WordPress, yeah. Yeah, we did. Our submission, the way of submission was to document your progress on WordPress, and then you had to submit your WordPress site for evaluation along with your finished thing. 8 people there, were 2 desks behind. Oh yeah, that's right. There was oh god, I've forgotten his name. He used to sit behind me, and and when we did the latex fist thing, he nailed some grass to his final project. God, what was his name? It doesn't matter. We don't want to out him. He has a kid and a family now, and he's a nice guy. But he wasn't really there for the final half of the year. So when it came to handing in the thing, he literally just went outside, ripped up a fistful of grass, came back in and then nailed it. You know, with like a fucking huge nail as well. with like a 5mm nail, right? He just bashed that shit into his final project. And no, don't worry, you're not late to this party. This party runs for another hour.
Hell yeah.
I might stand up and leave you with Amy for a minute because I'm gonna go get a Coke.
The drink,
The drink.
not the drug. We don't do drugs here.
Night Wanderer wonders if you've got any tips for a first-time player. Their first D&D session is going to be next week, but they're very anxious, though very excited.
Have fun.
Yeah, try not to overthink it. Obviously that's difficult given the anxiety, but
It's just a game. It is just
Yeah.
a game, and you're there to hang out and have fun.
I would not worry so much about the game. If you're like, I'm like looking at the empty chairs around this table, like looking at them as if they're like my friends, being like, if you're having a good hangout time with your friends, then we are winning.
Mm-hmm.
I remember we used to come out of the library really late. We were always the last people to leave the library, and the
Who was that to do sign
librarian
in
was
as well?
like, he was like 75, right?
Aww.
And he'd be like, "Did you win?" I'd be
Just
like,
sweetie.
not this time, sir. Yeah.
I remember the first time I felt anxiety really bad in D&D was when we were fighting the Beholder. That was the first time I really was like, for the first time I was like, ah! That's because I was going to, attempt to get in its mouth, but...
Chaos says that it would be a really good drawing series would be High Hopes in like Star Wars stuff.
Hopes in Star Wars stuff.
Yeah, so like the Mandalorian Gwing. Sounds like a gift, right?
Gwing would make a wicked Mandalorian.
Yeah, she would. And like Nala is the baby.
Oh. No, Brio is the space baby.
Brio is the baby Yoda.
But she's just really sassy.
I really need to get a liquid.
Go on then.
Are you going to be okay to talk to these people on your
Yeah,
own?
of course I am. I can't see what any of you guys are saying. Actually, I could just not draw for 10 seconds while Jenny goes and gets a drink. Let me just finish this last
Tell them
square.
about what we were drawing.
Well, they know what I'm drawing. They can see it.
Yeah, tell them about it. Give them your hopes and dreams.
My hopes and dreams is to complete this drawing before we stop streaming at 10. There's always a need to sass you, Jennifer. Ooh. I'm pretty fast. You can save you and it cannot. How is everyone? Hope everyone's okay. And she's back already, so there was really no need for me to even worry about with holding the conversation for 10 seconds.
I have returned. Are you ready for some Coca-Cola ASMR?
Crack a cold one.
I'm gonna rip a big fat one, yeah.
You gotta hold it to the mic.
Yeah, I'm going to. Jeez, I know how to ASMR. Okay, ready?
Ooh, that peaked.
Oh, did it?
Yeah. Ow.
I won't make slurping noises into the microphone though, because that is disgusting. There was this back in the times when the Bon Appetit test kitchen wasn't a nightmare. They did this ASMR video, and Brad Leone, who's a chef there, he was doing this thing with a knife that like set off whatever the ASMR thing is in me, like I can sort of like make that happen to myself anyway.
Yeah.
And he was like, "This is upsetting. I don't want this." And I was like, "Me neither, Brad." It was like the least consensual. Man, the comments on that video were amazing.
I love ASMR. I watch it all the time.
What do you call so like you know we don't use the term soda in this country, do we? Do you always refer to the liquid as the brand name?
Me?
Yeah, because like, well, I mean, yeah. Like you always say I'm having a Coke or I'll have a Sprite, right? You don't say, or you might say lemonade.
Well, we don't say I'm having a soda.
Well,
we just
no.
call it what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just...
You always refer to the name of the thing as opposed to a generic term
Although
for it.
I'm a terrible person, I keep calling Coke Conk and Peppers.
Peepus.
Pepsi Peepus.
Yeah, like Peepus Maximus.
Get me some conk.
Get me that conk, boy.
Although I think Diet Coke is a crime.
I think you're wrong.
Yeah, you always think I'm wrong.
Yes. There's this character in Ollie's watching some Yu-Gi-Oh at the moment, and there's this character in it called Chumley.
Chumley.
I don't know why, but Chumley turns us all into Northerners. Chumley.
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 Ah.
And his alcoholic father.
Vicky.
But he's addicted to hot sauce.
Up to pub with Chumley. Got to see Chumley's dad. Up to pub.
Chumley. Dear old Chumley.
Peepus Maximus needs to be the next character drawn on one of these streams, says Alex. It's just like a really buff bottle of Pepsi.
Always.
But like in a toga. Because it's a Roman.
That was meant to be a straight line.
Oh, fizzy drinks. Yeah, that's kind of what they're called in a generic term. It's very funny to me to watch like or to read like government documentation on public health where it's like, you know, from the NHS you can save your teeth and you can you know, lose weight and stuff by drinking less fizzy drinks in like this official document.
She's going for it.
Can you hear our neighbour singing?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Yeah, she's going for it. When is she not?
I mean, in her defence, she's a 6-year-old child, but also not in her defence, it's 9 o'clock and she should be in bed.
Yeah, go to bed, Nancy. Whoops.
Doom Biscuit announces that I am Peepus Maximus Concrelius.
Great name.
First of my name. My name is Sprite Pepsi, and I'm abstinent till I die.
I don't really drink many fizzy drinks other than on the weekend.
Yeah.
I always drink squash all the time.
Do you think? I don't know if they even have squash in the United States.
I don't know. Squash is it's a juice drink that you dilate.
It's concentrate.
Yeah,
you
you
buy it as a
dilute with water.
concentrate.
I almost said dilate.
It's
you don't dilate squash.
Of both worlds. That's what Katie's saying.
It's not the best of both worlds. It's never the best of both worlds.
Hydrate or dihydrate.
I did almost like get ill from dehydration the other day because I ran out of squash and I refused to drink. I just don't like water. I don't like it.
Okay, but Amy,
I'm a child.
in this time period, do you not think that it would be very responsible for you to not have to go to the doctor because you got kidney infection, because you haven't been drinking because you hate the taste of water because you're a 5-year-old, when they're already a little bit busy?
I can't remember the last time I had a kidney infection. I don't know if this is something we want to talk about. But it was a while ago.
This is the first year I haven't had one since 2009.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm just really bad at drinking. I mean, my ancestors looking down upon me, like, rolling their eyes, like, you know, of all of the hardships that they must have gone through. and I'm like, oh, don't drink enough.
I know, like, our great-grandparents fucking suffered the Spanish flu, and we're like...
Yeah, I was thinking about tuberculosis, actually, but, you know...
Well, my great-grandparents, because, you know, everyone evidently in my family is ancient.
Yes. Why? I don't really know. I think it's a mixture of two things. First of all, I don't really get thirsty. And secondly, I'm very, very forgetful. That's kind of it, really.
I drink about like 2 litres.
It's kind of so regular now that I have such a good sense of it that I can feel it sort of 2 or 3 days before it would become an issue that I'd have to see a doctor to get rid of.
So painful.
I'm like, yeah, set reminders. Oh, yeah, that's probably a good idea. Some people are just more organised than others, Chaos. This is the thing. I'm good at other stuff. Drinking is not one of them. I'm not bragging about this. I would just say it's just a fact of my life.
It's just who you are.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm holding that.
My real claim to fame in terms of dehydration is that I threw up on Stonehenge.
Oh my god!
I mean, not on the monument. Like maybe like 20 feet from the monument.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a fucking.
I felt so much better after I threw up, though.
I bet.
Oh my god. This is a delightful conversation. Shall we move on?
Oh, it's just like jelly deals again.
Stonehenge is on Marlborough Plain. The standing stones are called sarsens, and the stones that sit on top the sarsens are called lintels, and those stones are from Marlborough Plain themselves. They're from about 20 miles away, which is ridiculous when you consider the size and weight of them.
And it was before they knew what a wheel was.
We still do not know how they moved them there, yet alone how we kind of do know how they ground the holes to make the joints, and we kind of know how they raised them upright. The next impressive thing about Stonehenge is that the stones in the circle, which are called in the middle, which are called the blue stones, are from Wales. They're from the Brecon Beacons. Again,
before they had the wheel.
We do not know how they got them there.
Well, they reckon it was logs and grease, right? They just pulled them along logs and grease.
Well, here's the thing. They have tried this. They've used lottery funding in the past. About 2000, there was a lot of lottery money going around to try this stuff out. You put the sarsen or the bluestone on the logs, and then you roll the logs, and as you drag the thing, you pull the log out from behind and you put it in front, right, to keep the thing going. It doesn't work because the stones are so heavy that they crush the logs.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
You can't get the bluestones on boats that are available at the time period that we are aware of because they're so heavy they sink the boats.
Wow.
We have literally no idea how they move them.
It's so cool. I did this thing where I will discover something. Obviously, I've known Stonehenge has existed for as long as I've been alive because I'm not ridiculous. But recently, it's become a thing that I'm a bit fascinated by. And once I become fascinated by something, I kind of hyper focus on that, and then I will try and learn as much as I can about it. And it's so interesting. It's like that and all the different henges of the world. Like I discovered that there was a sea henge, and I was like, what the hell? That is the coolest thing in the world to me.
So, we had this conversation a little bit the other day about why people are so quick to donate to things. Like, for example, when Notre Dame. When Notre Dame burnt and they lost their roof, loads of people were very quick to dump tons and tons and tons of money into that, as opposed to, say, very real problems that are affecting living beings right now, like the refugee crisis that's happening in the Mediterranean.
Australia being on fire.
And how little funding and empathy there is for those things. And I have a very simple answer for that doesn't make it okay, but it is just kind of the way it is. It's that you, as a human being, you exist in 3 time periods. You exist in your past, in your present, and your future. And as long as you are not forgotten, you are not dead. So we remember the people who rose the sarsens of Stonehenge. We remember the people who raise the stone circles that are all over Europe. We remember the people who built Notre Dame, right? We will remember the people who donated such large chunks of money, like the Parisians who dumped millions and millions of euros into the rebuilding efforts for Notre Dame. We will remember them.
Yeah.
And that's about gaining yourself immortality. And what does, I mean, and I mean this like in the sort of like most brutal kind of way, what does helping people out of the Mediterranean Sea get you?
It's horrible, isn't it?
Yeah.
I hate it.
It is.
I really hate it.
Let's move onwards.
Yeah. But yeah. But yeah, things that are really, really fucking old fascinate me.
Oh, Mackenzie says that they might have walked them, which is really interesting. Like where
They might have what?
you know, when you've got a really heavy thing, and so you tilt it onto one corner and tilt it forwards, and then you tilt it back, like you're making it take steps,
Right.
but like with the huge stones.
God, but how would you hold them upright? Or how would you even tilt them? You can't lift them.
I mean, animals, I guess, and then
Yeah.
fucking danger.
A lot of people probably... Well, it took a few thousand years to build.
Yeah, Stonehenge it took 1,500 years to complete. Yeah.
It's so cool. It's just... Yeah. It fascinates me.
Boo, 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 boo.
This isn't a very good axe.
Oh, that's not a person. You're drawing an axe now.
Yeah, I'm trying to finish... get the axe. For her to use.
I did read earlier today that the Maui oh fuck, I'm gonna fuck this up again. But the heads that we in colonial Europe know as the Easter Island heads weren't just symbols of fertility or growth or whatever, but like because of their construction, like that actually gave something about their construction gave nutrient to the soil and actually
Really?
made the land bountiful, like
Wow.
nitrogen into the soil.
That's really cool. I've got a
Hell
phone
yeah.
somewhere.
It's the best of both
It's not.
worlds. You can blame Katie for getting that stuck in my head. Ooh. I'm very sorry. I haven't put Stonehenge into the High Hopes campaign world, but maybe I should put
I swear to God,
a
if you
stone
turn it,
circle in there
if
somewhere.
you turn it into some weird... Actually, no, a magic based thing would be quite cool, but I was like, don't make it alien based.
No,
That would be so stupid.
I hate that. I hate that shit so much.
Aliens didn't help us build things like the pyramids or Stonehenge.
Um,
Humans were quite capable.
We watched an episode of Star Trek Next Generation with our dinner where it was like the Halloween episode, right? It was like really spooky. They come across a ship that's been stranded for 3 weeks and everybody on board is dead. And they've killed each other, right? Like they've murdered each other. And there's no kind of reason why. And then slowly whatever's happened to the people on this ship starts happening to the people on the Enterprise. And it turns out it's because whatever influence is depriving them of REM sleep. So they're going to sleep but they're not actually getting any rest.
Right.
So they wake up and they're just as tired as when they went to bed.
So you're going a bit crazy.
Yeah, so they go absolutely mental. And it, like, first of all, very spooky episode because like they're seeing things and they're forgetting how to do stuff and all that kind of stuff.
I just drew this whole axe to then rub it out because it's behind her. It's on her back.
Oh.
God damn it.
Oh well. It's a nice looking axe.
Thanks. No, I can't straighten it out.
But that episode finished and I was like, dang, same bro. I could also take a nap now. Shadow Crawler says, any tips for warm-up exercises before drawing? Do you do any warm-up exercises?
No. What do you mean by warm-up exercises?
Well, I'm saying this as a person who didn't take illustration as their degree, but
No.
like I have seen that there's a difference between like people who did do art because they like self-taught all of their lives and people who went to art school, is that if you go to art school you get taught to do warm-up exercises for your hands and shit.
Nope.
Never
maybe
done that before? Not once in your life? No?
no. I mean, I wear
Compression gloves.
compression gloves on my drawing hand because I get a lot of pain in my wrist and in my fingers if I've been drawing all day. So maybe get some compression gloves if you're going to be drawing all day like I am.
Just crack my knuckles into the microphone. Sorry.
You're going to be sat down all day also, so maybe not necessarily for drawing, but if you're going to be sat down all day, maybe invest in
standing desk or something.
Yeah, or doing stretches and that before
Yeah.
you start drawing, because otherwise you're going to end up like me and have a really painful back because you have bad posture all day. So make sure you do your stretches.
Susie says a while ago you said that you released paper Drake spell. Is that still on the table? It is. I'll be honest, Susie, I had just forgotten about it. I'm quite busy. What I'll do, I'm going to stand up now and walk away from the microphone and pick up my notebook and I'm going to write it down. And then at some point it'll be a thing.
Okay. Well, I'm alone again.
No, you're not. I'm still in the room this time.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Oh.
Right here.
Oh, I see. Look at that. Jennifer.
It's okay. It doesn't matter.
I play a ton of D&D and only one character I really love. Any tips? For that, I would suggest... I don't know how to word this. So my thing for characters, I like really big buff women. So I just draw a lot of really big buff women. Find what you like and then just like do a variety of that, I guess.
I would say that it's kind of tough when you're playing long-term campaigns, but sometimes you just gotta spend some time with the character, right? You gotta work out who they are. You know, like find the thing about them that like sort of triggers the rest of their character, that click moment for you.
Also, don't worry if you've made a character and they fail. I've had that. Like my gunslinger, much loved character of mine, but I don't play her because I just I don't know.
I've written down Paper Drake, so I won't forget.
So like, she's still a character. She still exists, but I don't play her because I just can't. Oh my god, what's the word? I can't.
What, you can't like get into her character?
Yeah, I can't get into that character, and also her character isn't really someone that I like to play around the others because she's quite sour and it's not fun for anyone. So I kind of keep her out of it. But like, I've also made new characters that I love. So like Crepe, he's the dumbest character ever, but I love him. And then Gimgar and Hashaan, like all different characters.
Sorry if you can hear like lots of bumping. I was just moving the microphone.
Yeah, give it time.
Time. I can't really give you advice to direct you towards this because
it's testing the waters.
Yeah, for I often find that when we're playing that it's that NPCs will surprise me with how sort of I'm gelling with playing them. The kind of most recent example I can give is this gentleman who he's like a lord, but he's like a really old dude and he's not afraid of anybody and he gives no shits. Do you remember, this is in Gyatalan? We went to visit this dude.
Oh, I can't remember.
And it was basically just him and his housekeeper in the apartment. And
yes.
they
oh my
would
god.
fight
Yes,
a lot.
he was great.
I was kind of caught off guard by like how quickly I like fell into the groove of him. And like, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but I feel like a lot of the bad guys sometimes they could have sort of will become one person. Like, it'll be like, here's this bad guy there and this is what they're saying, and it feels like I'm channeling all of the bad guys through them. Because I have a bad guy character type favourite. Do you have a favourite band, Amy? I think we've asked this. It's Gorillaz, right? Yeah.
Yeah, long-term band, Gorillaz, absolutely. I do love Black Sabbath as well. Don't listen to them that much anymore, but Gorillaz are a band that I listen to pretty much almost every single day because I love them.
Do you have a favourite song? That's more difficult, I think, right?
Because like that changes depending on what they release. So recently it's Valley of the Pagans by that's fitting for at the moment. But Valley of the Pagans by Gorillaz is like so good. I listen to that song every single day.
I don't know if it's their most recent album because it was last summer, but a lot of that is really good. It is really good. Still is really good. I really enjoyed that. For me, I mean, one of my long-term favorite bands is OK Go. Love their music.
They're good. They're great.
It's like Damien is stood inside my soul shouting outwards. That's how good their music is. And Daft Punk is again that's a long-term love interest, right? Because they only make an album like once a decade. But man, when they do, fucking hell.
It's like a thing for you and Ollie though, isn't it? Like you both love Daft Punk.
Yeah. One of my only like purchasing regrets in my entire life is that I didn't buy this special edition of the Random Access Memories album. Yeah. Right? Limited numbers, man. One of my actually few regrets in this life is not getting that. I'm actually gonna just flick open Spotify for a second.
One thing that I did say, Gorillaz did I think it was called the Demon Days Festival, forgive me if I'm wrong, it was in Margate, and me and Jazz were gonna go, but Jazz couldn't get a ticket, but I managed to get a ticket. It sold out instantly as soon as it went live. I sold the ticket and didn't go because my social anxiety was so bad, and I regret it to this day. Ugh, man. Sold the ticket to a lovely girl who lived in France though. She was very appreciative.
Yeah, I bet. A recent obsession, I say recent as in like in the last 2 years, obsession of ours is battle tapes.
Oh yeah.
You may know because they did the intro theme to Rooster Teeth's Genlock, which is also pretty good. Caravan Palace we bounce through occasionally. They're great.
I love Caravan Palace. What are they called? Siamese?
Yeah.
Siamese.
Argentinian band. They're great. That's another really good. Not their most recent album, but the one before. I mean, it's all good, but like, yeah.
Woodkid are great.
Banging. Woodkid. Occasionally got to throw some Lizzo in there. I feel like.
Yeah.
Twerp, TWRP.
Twerp are so good. I love them mostly because I'm in love with Danny. But well, is Danny in it? Yeah,
He's in a couple of them. Yeah. I swing kind of back and forth on them, but Imagine Dragons.
Oh, I love Imagine Dragons.
Sometimes I'm like really in an Imagine Dragons mood. Sometimes I'm not.
Yeah, no, exactly the same. I came across one of their songs yesterday actually, and I was like, "Ooh, it's been a while." I had a really good time.
Let's see. We're big fans of The Who, as in like the Mongolian rock band.
Oh my god, they're so good.
So good. Gorillaz, like we said. I'm kind of slipping into like Bare Naked Ladies, and They Might Be Giants as well, but not so much.
I've got a big obsession with Miley Cyrus's latest stuff that she's been doing.
Oh, like all her covers and stuff. Oh man, she's got a set of lungs on her, hasn't she?
Really good.
She's real good.
So there's this mix up collaboration with Stevie Nicks, Edge of Midnight. Oh my god, has been on repeat for 2 weeks. I'm obsessed because I love Edge of 17 by Stevie Nicks.
Oh, that's Miley, is it? Because like I thought you were just listening to Edge of 17 over and over again.
No, it's actually Miley and Stevie Nicks.
I thought.
Oh my god, what an amazing song! Because I love Stevie Nicks as well. She's great.
Oh man, though, just as a whole, Rumours, the Fleetwood Mac album, is a masterpiece.
Yes, it's beautiful.
It is required listening. And similarly, I'm going to tack onto that Billy Joel live at Madison Square Garden, 2008, I think. It's like a big soundtrack to my life kind of piece. I think that's it for me. I was just looking at I have a playlist called Try Not to Ruin These. which has got like all of the stuff that I'm listening to at the moment in it.
Yeah, I got like, so I'm weird, right? I've got songs that I like from bands and from musicians that are quite well known, but then I've got like random songs, like just the one song from a band that I absolutely love. Let's have a look at my playlist.
I am at the moment. I'm kind of.
Oh, my pen's rolled away. Whoops.
I'm loving the version of "Sway with Me" from the Birds of Prey movie.
Oh, that's great.
Which is pretty fucking good. Oh my god, and Think About Things, which is by, I can't say his name. He's Icelandic. His Eurovision entry that he didn't get to perform this year because of 2020. Okay, go.
Big Nick, they're great.
There's a couple of Jimmy Buffett songs that I'm kind of obsessed with because of the McElroys. I've put the REM song "It's the End of the World as We Know It" on this playlist because that goes quite well with "I'm Gonna Make It Through This Year If It Kills Me" by the Mountain Goats.
I like a lot of Lady Gaga. I love Lady Gaga. She's great. And then I've got Glass Animals, they're good. Mother, another good band.
Oh my god, just as soon as you said that, it popped up in the chat. Frog Dog says, does anybody listen to Mother?
Yeah, I listen to some of their stuff. I'm not like massive into the band, but I do listen to a few of their songs.
What else have I got?
Muse, I like Muse.
Oh hey, this would be a good time to mention that you can listen to all of the music for High Hopes and Rolls on Spotify, Apple Music.
Ooh, I need to send you the updated version of Gingar's playlist because I've added a few.
You don't send that to me, send that to Beth.
Yeah, well.
So yeah, and you can buy the albums for the soundtrack to the show on our website at shriekingwizardco/shop, where you can also buy posters, lino prints that I made, stickers. We've got these really cool stickers of Sarah where his glasses are holographic.
Oh, those are really cute. I love those. And the little Sarah Tower as well.
Yeah. Oh, the Hades soundtrack I have been listening to for maybe 2 months now. Literally just on non-stop. There's a track on there called Out of Olympus that sort of, I wish it was like 10 hours long. It's like it should be the background to my life. Lots of soundtracks on here. Lots of soundtracks on here. Holy cow! I listen to a lot of soundtracks apparently.
I love Sia, but like obviously there's like a bit of controversy around her at the moment, which is really disappointing. So disappointing. But
overwhelmingly, my playlist is soundtracks. Overwhelmingly.
Oh, I love
not my playlist, my like music collection.
What song is it? There's a song from God of War that I really, really love. You guys hear it all the time because it's so loud. Where is it? Whose playlist is it in?
Whose playlist?
I think it's in Hashaan's.
Give me your playlist.
It's in Hashaan's playlist, which you guys haven't heard yet. Why am I talking like this? Why am I talking grimy? Oh, Volcano by Woodkid is absolute banger.
Man, Woodkid is another one where like the music doesn't happen all the time, but when it does, it's like big galaxy brain music, right?
I like so it's Ashes, it's like the God of War soundtrack. Bear McCready, but no, not well, how do you say that? How do you say his name? It's Ashes.
Bear McCreary.
Yeah, did the God of War soundtrack.
And Ivor Pálsdóttir. Dottir is like Anna's last name is Dottir.
Oh, another great band, Magic Sword.
Oh, Magic Sword.
They are so good.
Mm.
Magic Sword. Listen to them. They are great.
Man. Hey, that was a really interesting topic, whoever brought that up. Chaos, I would tell Ollie that he's amazing, but he's got his headphones on. I'll tell him afterwards. Oh, he's taking his headphones off. Hello, Oliver. Chaos says that you're amazing and that they love your work.
Good job.
Good job. Proud of you.
He says thank you.
I don't know who would have heard that.
It's very kind.
It's very kind.
Should I bring the mic to you?
No, it's okay.
Okay. The tiny little voice says thank you very much.
Okay, I think we're going to move on to lime work.
What time is it? It's 9:30.
Yeah. We've got half an hour. It won't take me that long to do lime work.
Yeah. Your favourite colours? Amy's is teal at the moment and mine is red. Alex's is red. Beth's is yellow. Jazz's is yellow, I think. I think Phil's is blue. Ollie's is blue. Matt's is green. So everybody? Alex is red. I just said that already. Yeah, I was right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sweet home Alabama. What are we doing tomorrow? Sunday.
Sunday. I'm going to play Valhalla all day.
That's what Ollie's doing. I probably going to do some work.
Gross.
Yeah, but I play video games. My schedule is weird. So, because me and Ollie share an Xbox, but we both want to play the same game.
I literally don't understand how you do that.
I play it sort of during working hours, and then I work in the evenings and on the weekends.
Yeah, you do nighttime hours.
Because like Ollie has like a proper job. You know, he's a normal person. He's a responsible man.
Responsible adult.
And I'm a feckless idiot.
No.
So I'll probably be working tomorrow. Hey, if anybody here uses subtitles, I would be really I'd be really grateful for some feedback on the subtitles on the last 2 episodes of Among Us that we published.
I've seen comments saying that they really appreciate that they're there.
Yes,
Subtitled.
I'm glad that people appreciate that they're there because you know
They take a long time to do.
they do take a long time to do. But actually, I wish I could subtitle all of our videos.
Just realised this is not the pen I want to be using.
It just takes so long. It's such a time investment, and so I'm kind of trying to prioritize
Okay, that's the one.
stuff. I really want to do. I really want all of our videos to be subtitled, but it's just not economically viable for us at the moment. You know, like if I'm lucky, subtitling an episode of Among Us takes me at least 8 hours. Right, it's a whole day's work. And that's kind of because that's for a couple of reasons. First of all, because YouTube captions are very sort of. I would say, considering I've not really used much other captioning software, it's kind of it's okay, but it doesn't work on every platform, doesn't work in every browser, and it's kind of fussy. But also, it's one of those jobs where I have to take a break, sort of every 20 minutes, and look at something else, so it takes a little bit longer. But I would say for every 10 seconds of audio, it takes me 30 seconds to subtitle, and that's at full pace. When there's bits where, like for example in Among Us, when we're in a meeting, when somebody's been dead, when there's been a moida, that's very hard to do because we were talking over each other, sorry, so it can slow down a lot. But I really think that you know, it's like it's our responsibility to make our content as accessible as possible. So it's really important to me that at some point all of our videos will have subtitles, because that's a really key part of accessibility. But it's almost a full-time job. And currently the 6 of us can't do everything else and also put subtitles on everything. But I would like feedback on whether the subtitles on Among Us are any good, because it's important to me that they're actually helpful and that they're clear. So if they're not, then I want to know. This has been Jenny's subtitle corner. Yes, YouTube took off community captions. which they did because people were abusing them.
That's so annoying.
Yeah, which sucks. Yeah, and
I hate when people think they're being funny when they're really not.
I'm in two minds about this. Right, first of all, is that YouTube is owned by Google and they have billions and billions of pounds. They could fix it, right?
Yeah.
They could put some money into some R&D and they could come up with a solution. But also, I also understand that, like, if I worked at YouTube, I don't even know where I would start. It's like, it's a whole other thing that you have to regulate, and like 24 hours of content gets uploaded to YouTube every minute.
Ugh.
Like, I don't know how you do it. But I'm also not a person who works in computer engineering and stuff, right? I'm sure that there are solutions to these problems. I just don't know where I would start getting them. And so it sucks because we can't outsource our captioning as easily. But it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Go and do what you do. Are there any other games that you would like to see us play, by the way? Maybe on stream? Maybe on stream. And definitely in videos. And you should let us know. Some of them are... Among Us is great because it's really accessible. All of us can get it on devices that we own. None of us have a PC.
No, we're console players.
We're all console players of video games. So that kind of thing is...
I really want to make one of you play Last of Us with me.
No.
I know it won't be you because you don't like zombies, but I really want to make one of you play it with me.
Oh, Doom Guys, I almost said. Doom Biscuit said Fall Guys. I haven't actually seen any Fall Guys content, so I don't even know what... I mean, I kind of know what the game looks like, but I don't know...
What is it?
What it is. It's like... it's like... I was going to say Takeshi's Castle. It's actually like Total Wipeout, but you've got like a little bean... like a little space bean, but like slightly more like a 3D,
right?
Like you know, like oh god, what's that game called?
Human Fall Flat.
Yeah, Human Fall Flat, like that kind of mechanic, right? It's that sort of like physics, except it's like Total Wipeout. You'll get to the end of the course.
Human Fall Flat brings out so much rage in me. I'm so impatient. Alex, I want to play horror games with you as well. Oh my god, what a nightmare.
Alex, do you want to play horror games with Amy because you like horror, or do you want to play horror games with Amy because you want to be scared?
It depends. Do you want to play him and then I sit with you, or do you want me to play him and then you witness my reaction?
I mean, I might be okay to sit in the room with you whilst you play a game, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, what was it we were watching the other day? The Knit Frost show.
Oh, Truth Seekers.
And
yeah.
you were like, I'm good.
Yeah, I cannot handle it. I don't know why, but it really gets into my head really quickly.
Really?
Yeah, like the spoilers for episode 2 of Truth Seekers, but the soldier stuck in that console, like, doesn't know he's dead, really, trying to protect the base, right?
Really freaks you out?
It didn't really freak me out, but it caught me, like, in the chest for some reason. Like, I could not stop thinking about it. It kept me awake. Yeah.
I used to be like that. I'm not like that anymore. Like, I watch horror movies for fun.
Yeah, you're a weirdo like that.
I watched Midsummer. Like, Midsummer's not really a horror. It is a horror, but it's not, like, jump scare horror. It's psychological horror. Watched that for the first time, and the whole time I was like, what?
I mean, I read the Wikipedia page.
Hey.
Oh, hey, look, the overlay's broken.
Oh, this game.
But the other way.
This game. Oh my god. Assassin's Creed, come on.
Because Ollie's playing Assassin's Creed in the background behind us, the overlay on the menu is broken for him, which broke for me, except mine broke upwards, so I just had a black bar across the screen. His broke down, so his menu is in the middle of the screen. That's so annoying.
Alex, I'm not playing Outlast. No.
Hello, ghosts.
Just like horror games being stuck in a building. That's like most horror. Oh.
Do you think that maybe we should play some Call of Cthulhu, like
Don't know what that is.
the?
Well, I know what Cthulhu is.
She speaks the Cthulhu language. Call of Cthulhu is well, I mean it's a video game, but also it's a RPG, tabletop RPG like D&D is.
Right.
So we can get the thing, and the thing is, I really do not enjoy serious horror in any context. I like the goofy horror. So like when the orcs play Cthulhu on as a tabletop, that's really funny, right? Because they don't know what they're doing, and like Simon's like, "Hello, I'm Professor Griswold, and this is my son," and Lewis is like this terrible New York gangster style.
Man. Sorry if I keep going like, it's because my back hurts. Ignore me. I'm old.
I mean, are you okay?
Yeah,
How are
I'm
you doing?
alright.
Yeah.
It's just if I shift, it'll just hurt, but it's not. Ignore me. I'm fine.
Pennies.
Pennies.
Give me your pennies. Liam says he'll run it. I mean, but Liam, if I'm not gonna be the game master or whatever the thing is for Call of Cthulhu, I can't play it. If I'm not in control of the situation, I can't do it.
The games you DM'd for us are relentless.
Yeah, there's that too.
It is non-stop.
It's not. You're quite unforgiving as a dungeon master. I'm not gonna lie.
My God, evil.
What about nice soft games? Says Jazz. Nice soft games first, babies.
Minecraft.
Yeah, we play some Minecraft.
I love Minecraft. I haven't played in ages.
Yeah, me neither.
We should do the Wizard Towers again. Me and Jazz tried to play a it's like a horror themed Minecraft walkthrough thing. The amount of times I slammed my laptop shut because I couldn't handle it. Like
More like an adventure map.
yeah, kind of. It's like, so a lot of it was you had to be in the dark, and every now and then something on all fours would just run across the hallway really quickly.
Oh no.
No.
We were talking the other day about getting Beth a capture card so she can show you some Animal Crossing times, because that's another thing that we kind of will have.
The Beth's Animal Crossing village is just the best.
Yeah, it is.
So much fun to be
It's beautiful.
I don't even remember what mine looks like. It's a desolate wasteland now.
Oh my god, Tomato Bread. Hello again, Tomato Bread. I do remember you from the Halloween stream. Back again, here to remind y'all that y'all are amazing. Tomato Bread is one of the people who we have to thank for Amy's beautiful HD dulcet tones coming to you from this microphone. Thank you very much, Tomato Bread. Also, delicious name. Not to swing us back round to food again, but like Tomato Bread is actually great. The person and the food.
I told myself I wasn't going to order food tonight.
Yeah, you got your HelloFresh bag out on the counter. You got prepped. I saw you do it.
Fine.
Fine.
I'm just hungry. I knew this would happen. I
fucking knew it.
I know myself too well. Pinnacle of laziness.
We love you too, Tomato Bread.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Very kind of you. Yes, and thank you to the other people who did the thing. That's not very helpful of me, is it?
Donated money to us.
Yes.
Is it donating money to us?
It is. It's we got 50 knockbucks from Ignis in the Norge, and oh no, I've forgotten your name and I can't find the thing. Stream view activity. Oh, there it is. The class as bard gave us 10 whole dollary dues for to remind us about the clean lord.
Yes.
All hail the clean lord.
Honestly, lads, we really appreciate it.
Yeah, we
Thank
really
you.
do appreciate it. It makes a really big difference.
Because of y'all, we're able to afford to get me a proper tablet stand, and therefore will no longer suffer from back pain.
Yes. Yes, very literally, you have saved Amy's spine. We could play some Cards Against Humanity.
Oh no. So let's do this thing in Cards Against Humanity where I put my card down and I think I'm absolutely hilarious and I'm going to win the round. I don't. And then I get sad.
Excuse me.
I think I'm way funnier than I actually am.
There's a family version, says Katie.
What, of Cards Against Humanity?
Apparently so.
I almost said Cards Against Amana.
Cards Against
Oh my
Among
god,
Us.
I cannot speak.
English is not your first language. Amglish.
Aimslish.
Oh, hey, The Sims, Jazz says. That reminds me. I'm going to look at our calendar. I'm going to spoil what's coming up. Spoil or hype. I don't really know which one you would call it. What's coming up on our channel in the future. Let's see. I've got a couple of vlogs. Next month is everybody participating in SWPOM? This month's theme. I'm sorry, I forgot what this month's theme. I got brain like a sieve. I'm gonna do some more. Jazz is gonna do some more craft club. We've got some more stuff coming up. Jazz is also gonna do The Sims.
Ooh. So I don't think.
Oh my god! Chaos! 5
Oh,
more dollary dues.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Please take care of yourselves and don't forget that we all care about you very much. Drink water, take breaks, eat things good for you, and get rest. I'll try.
So it's unlikely I'm going to get this drawing done tonight. So I was thinking maybe when we stream again, we'll finish this off for next stream because I don't have time in the week to finish this up. If that's okay with y'all. Because we want to stream semi-regularly.
Yeah.
Because it's fun.
Mm-hmm. It is very fun. I'm certainly having fun. I enjoy this. Because we had to do this in the living room, we do have to sort of consider, Ollie's time off as well.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be very regular at the moment, but when we kind of like we think once every 2 weeks, right? Twice a month.
Yeah.
To begin with. But obviously if y'all guys want us to be here more often, then you should just let us know.
We'll sort it out.
We'll work something out and we'll do it more often, for sure.
I'm glad that we started streaming though. I do actually really enjoy it.
Yeah, it's so much fun. I really like chatting to everybody. I really like looking at the art that I can't actually see at the moment because I closed the thing and then what if I refresh? Will that work? Oh, is it doing anything? Ah, there we go. Oh, hey, yeah, wow, you've done so much more since the last time I looked at it. So yeah, if you want more of this, more of this nonsense, then hell yeah, we're always happy to be here. Jazz says it feels cozy. It does feel cozy. That might be because I got a blanket on.
I like it because it just feels like I'm hanging out with everyone.
Yeah, it's like good fun. We get to have a chat. Like a nice fireside chat, exactly.
Although I am realising at the moment that this tablet is very bright.
Yeah. Looking at your face is actually brighter than anything else in this room.
And I think it's slowly making me go more blind.
Whoa,
Wow,
miracle. Give
thank
us
you.
10 whole dollar dues. Thank you very much. I got nothing in particular to say, but hello. Hello.
Very kind of you.
Miracle,
thank
why don't
you.
we take a moment to talk about your amazing cosplay that you're doing of Paddy and all of the hand sewn leaves
Oh my
that you're
God.
making? Because I'm frankly astounded at all of the hard work that you've been doing. Is Miracle your Instagram handle as well? Because if it is, then everybody who's watching this should go over there and have a look at your amazing work. Or you can find it in the High Hopes and Rolls tag on Instagram, I think.
So, lads, I'm sorry to say I'm going to have to call it there because my back is really bad. But we're not going to end the stream. I'm just going to sit up and talk now. I'm
Mhm.
done drawing. I can't lean over any longer.
Do you want to drag some? I mean, can you like put some stuff on the screen?
No, not
No.
really.
Okay,
I
never
don't
mind.
really have anything to hand.
I mean, I was gonna send you. We could do like 10 minutes of memes.
No, I'll
No?
have to prep for it.
Okay,
Don't worry.
don't worry. Okay. So many leaves Miracle is making by hand. It is a little ridiculous. You only have Alex Brennandent to blame for this. He is actually a little bit of a
Sorry, moving the mic.
he's a little bit of an issue, like in terms of production as well, isn't he? Because of all of the leaves, it takes forever to colour.
It's just a lot of detail. Like, I love the outfit. I love Paddy's aesthetic. But when you have to colour it about 60 times in one frame, it's just like, I just need some simple outfits now, lads. That was something we discussed, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so annoying because I never want to drop the detail because I love having as much detail, but I really am
But
starting...
there are only 6 of us. There's
Yeah.
only 5 of us in the art department.
Yeah.
I say us. There's only 5 of you in the art department. Right, it's only 1 colorist. Well,
But,
1 full-time one.
But, like, I really am starting to get, like, an understanding for animators and for why they, like, simplify things so much when it comes
Mhm.
to animating.
Yeah.
Because they do it. They have to do so much of it. And in order for, like, time and also sanity, you have to make it simpler. But
Yeah. A lot of our sort of, I feel like in every meeting we have a conversation about what can we do versus how soon do we want it out, right? And that's about everything. Every YouTube video, every podcast episode, every live stream, every piece of art, right? Like, even when it comes to things like answering questions on Tumblr, it's like, I could make a meme out of this, but it's 1 question out of 40 that I have to load into the queue. How much time do I have, right?
Yeah.
There's 3 infographics that I was going to make that have literally been sitting on my to-do list for over a month and a half. Because the other things are getting in the way of making them. That I'm not really graphically minded, so it takes way longer to make them than it would if somebody else did them. But, you know, here we are. Yes, next episode. Amy, when's the next episode coming out?
Oh my god. If I had the answers, lads, I'd give them to you. Like, it's so hard to predict because...
It is. This one's... every episode we're doing something new.
Yeah.
Like as a company, as a group, we're doing something new to us every
Yeah.
episode. And this episode, that new thing is, we cast a bunch of voice actors, right?
Yeah.
And like for the bulk of I'd say like for like what, half of the frames, Matt and Beth have been doing 9 to 5. Their day jobs, and that has changed the structure of the workflow.
Yeah.
So
whereas I would usually just do the colour, I am now doing I'm finalising the backgrounds and I'm finalising the character line work and colouring everything. So whereas there would be 4 of us, there's 3 of us, but I am doing the bulk. Like, I appreciate the sketch work because nothing would be done without the sketch work, but yeah. I'm doing the job that 3 people would be doing as... Not that I'm not enjoying it, I am enjoying it, but...
Yeah, it just changes the timelines, right? Because, for example, all of the work that we do, we try to take a estimation of how many hours you put into a thing. Like we have timesheets, for example, and the timesheets the goal is kind of always that, like, for example, like here's a really vague thing. If it takes an hour for you to do the sketch for a frame, then ideally when we get to the next episode, having sketched like 120 frames in the last one, you hope that by the time you get to starting on the next episode, that it only takes you 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Or 50 minutes, or 55, right? Because you're trying to improve all the time. That was the main plan. And also, so then we could work out how much an episode cost, which is about. It's probably more now, but it's about £1,000 a minute, right? The other reason was so that we could predict timelines for the whole project to see when the episode would come out.
Yeah.
And when we have to change things around, essentially all of the research we've done previously kind of doesn't matter, except that, like, for in this instance, we know that it'll take Matt X amount of time to do the sketch for frame, and we know that it takes you, for depending on the complexity of the frame, X amount of time to colour it.
Yeah.
But now we've got to add in how long does it take for you to do the line work, right? How long does it take for you to do this other thing?
I found that the more I do it, I'm getting way quicker at it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can get a background done.
A
highly detailed background done probably in like 40 minutes.
Mm-hmm. I also think that sometimes I have seen that people say things like, surely it should be faster than this. And I feel like, yeah, it probably should be. Because I have seen, like, industry professionals who have been in the industry for 10 plus years can turn around a frame from concept to finished rendered product in 4 hours, right? Which is pretty impressive. And we're not anywhere near doing that. I feel like we get to, like, cut ourselves a lot of slack because we're, like, 3 years out of university.
Yeah. Also, there's 6 of us.
There's 6 of us, yeah.
Whereas a lot of animation studios have full teams.
Like 400 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're doing, like, 10-minute to 15-minute long chapters.
Alongside
2
videos a week, Patreon post, Discord server.
Yeah.
We post 3 times a night on 3 to 4 times a night on Tumblr, depending on question intensity. We run a really pretty good Instagram, I think.
Yeah.
Well, Beth runs a pretty good Instagram.
Yeah,
I just sort of pop in and dump shit on it. Yeah. So, like, it's and a store. Yeah, thanks, Miracle.
We're very, very busy.
Hey, y'all, could you order something from the store so I can go outside, please?
She means go to the post office.
Yeah, so I can go to the post in a mask and at social distance, but, like, I don't really have any reasons to go outside anymore. So
I know. I hope this doesn't sound like we're complaining, because we absolutely love this
I love this. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Literally cannot bear the thought of doing anything else.
Yes.
This is what I want to do for the rest of my life.
Yes. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know if you won't have ever watched this, Amy, but maybe people in the audience will have watched the Bleach Rock musical that you can watch on YouTube. It's been subtitled into English, and the version on YouTube is, like, I think it's like the New Year's special. So, like, at the beginning, it's got, like, this kind of, like, semi-traditional, like, all of the actors are prostrate in front of the audience to say thank you very much for another season of this show. We're very grateful. And then they do, like, a little bit of character work and stuff, and, like, it's very nice. I feel whenever I'm like, thank you very much for this opportunity, I want you to imagine the cast of the Bleach Rock musical in their kimono and their big wigs, like knelt on the floor prostrate before the audience.
Yeah,
That's me.
Someone just said that they love being a part of such a lovely community. That's another thing that I love about what we do.
Yeah.
We create a safe community for people to hang out in.
So many good people here. Yeah.
Yeah, and I want to make sure that it's inclusive to everyone.
I feel like a large part of that is not to do with us. It's to do with the community itself, right? Like people bring in their friends and they attract other people who are I'm gonna say it like-minded, but not in like a you know, bubble kind of way, but in a like, you know, we're nice, so we attract nice people kind of way. Everybody's polite. Everybody's really kind. And also thank you very much to our moderators who really do so much work for us. They're really amazing.
They work really hard by keeping everything.
I'm just gonna pull their names out now.
No.
Oh, if you're not in our Discord server, by the way, and you want to be, you can find a link to that in the description for pretty much all of our YouTube videos.
Bye. I think that's Liam.
Oh yeah, that's Liam.
Bye, Lime.
Bye Lime. So thank you very much to Tyler and Logan and Rowan and Blue and Wick and Soul and Jay and Ignis. Always a big thank you to Ignis. And fucking I forget everybody's names. I'm really bad with remembering things, as my moderators can attest to, because they remind me to do things and then I forget to do them and then I forget to tell them when I've done them. Noir Kabashini, great name. Adini, Ty, Hukini, Ignis, Logan, Rowan, Wick, Jay, Blue and Soul. Yeah, thank you very much everybody for all of your hard work. And just all of you guys being nice in the community.
Yeah, you're all great.
You're all great.
I love my job.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. I was really worried that when we came out of university that I was going to be stuck in doing something that I really absolutely despised. And that had like some connection to what I did at uni and that I was going to just hate it. But whoa!
Oh, Marissa. Hey, thank you very much for 10 whole bucks. 10 whole American dollars. Just want to say that y'all doing amazing and we love you. You're such an inspiration. Thank you so much. I wouldn't have started digital drawing without y'all. Please keep doing what you're doing, never stop. Marissa, that's amazing. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Though really, you did all of the hard work to get you into digital drawing. I certainly didn't do anything. Yeah, thank you very much. It's very kind of you for your very lovely words. Sorry, the yellows and the pop shield are really kind of like making my vision go a bit weird.
Well, it is 10.
Is it really? Oh yeah, look at that. It's 10 o'clock. Wow.
Well, for us it's 10.
It's 10 p.m.
It's been
GMT.
2 hours.
Yeah. Amy needs to go and make her HelloFresh dinner.
Yeah. If I can stand up.
So I'm going to do some house cleaning before you close the stream. If you're new here, hello. Thank you very much for joining us. We are going to stream. We stream Saturday nights, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. GMT twice a month. They are announced beforehand on all of our channel or socials. You can join us on Instagram at the Shrieking Wizard Co and on Twitter at swizardco and on Tumblr at highhopesandrolls.tumblr.com. You can find merch, including soundtracks to High Hopes and Rolls, and including the EP from Mr. Ryce Wyne himself, as performed by Larten Torlin. You can find those on our website, along with posters and stickers and all that good stuff, which is shriekingwizardco/shop. We also have a Redbubble store, which we might have some new stuff coming out on soon. Cheeky. And a cheeky promo code maybe be coming your way at some point soon. Thank you very much for tuning in, everybody. Oh, hey, we also have a giveaway. So if you want the merch, we don't want to pay for it. Don't blame you. follow us on Instagram at the Shrieking Wizard Co, and then find the post that's got the merch giveaway. Beth did this really cool, like, it's like a video GIF thing of like the flashing. It's a GIF. It's a GIF, but Instagram doesn't take GIFs. You have to turn it into an MP4.
Right.
It's a GIF of flashing giveaway logo.
Sorry if you can hear me burping.
Go over there.
Please.
Comment on that with and tag a friend in that comment, and maybe you'll win a signed poster for the show and the whole pack of High Hopes Are All's GBs. Thank you everybody who donated tonight. Ignis, Classless Bard, Tomato Bread, Chaos Miracle, and Marissa Brown. We can't thank you enough.
Really appreciate it.
We really,
guys.
really appreciate it. Thanks everybody for joining us.
Yes.
We will
Next stream,
see you soon.
Next stream we'll finish off this drawing,
Mm-hmm.
and then we'll get to see what she looks like. Hopefully by the end of next stream.
And maybe the big bad bitch will have a name.
Yeah. Alright. Thank you guys.
Thank you
Love very
everybody.
much.
Love you.
Stay safe.
Bye.
Bye.